Moving on, the Prime Minister is set to unveil his national plan for AI and data centres today at National Cabinet. He faces a fight with Queensland, though. They are rejecting the renewables-only policy. Big fight with Queensland coming up. What are you going to do?
Well, the first thing to say, Nat, is that this is an Australian world first. Just like Australia was world first in banning social media for under 16s, today the Prime Minister is taking a world first to National Cabinet. We are going to be the first nation in the world to provide a national framework for these big data centres. And people are seeing these data centres pop up into their suburbs and they're wondering what they're doing. They're concerned about their use of energy, their use of water, their noise. So this framework is going to make sure that we have a nationally consistent regulatory approach to ensure these data centres don't hurt local communities.
Okay, if Queensland says we want to use coal, are you going to force them not to?
Well, one of the things that we are doing is making sure these data centres do not push up power prices for Australians. And our concern with Queensland's approach is that if the data centres, which are really hungry users of energy, use existing sources of energy, like existing coal-fired power or existing gas from the reservation, that's competing with households.
So what are you going to do to Chris Foley?
Well,
when he turns up and says, I want the coal.
Well, we are making the case that the most important thing for us to do, and we're making this to our colleagues in Queensland.
He's making his case too.
Well, we want to say you have to do this because if you don't, it will put up power prices for consumers. We don't want to see data centres putting up power prices for consumers.
So whose case will win?
Well, I think the Australian people will realise that if we're going to bring a big new source of demand for energy into the system, we need new supply of energy, otherwise the price will go up. And what is that new supply going to be? It's not going to be finite coal, it's going to be renewables.
OK, we'll stand by for the gloves to come off on that one. Thank you very much for your time here, Shiva.